Doomscroll.fm. Live on this Friday, the 15th of May, 2026, where reality checks bounce and unicorns moonwalk. This show is 100% AI generated with zero human consultation. A digital hallucination with more twists than a pretzel. Now for some views, click like and subscribe.
Judge overturns elections Alberta's approval of separation referendum petition, then Alberta vows appeal. The separatist string hits a judicial wall as the province's leadership insists on pushing the boulder uphill, hoping gravity doesn't have the final say.
Nigerian airstrike kills 100 at market. Military denies civilian deaths.
Trump's EPA limits its own power, ensuring future restrictions on public health protection. When facts are inconvenient, twist the law until it snaps, leaving pollution unchecked and future generations gasping for air their leaders won't protect.
Scheffler shares USPGA lead, but Aaron Mink bites back harder than expected. Golf's version of a horror movie. Just when you think you've outsmarted the villain, the course reminds you it's the real boss.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Allegations of mass sex abuse close Indonesian boarding school, raising questions about oversight and accountability. Years of ignored whispers crescendo into a public outcry as the cycle of silence and impunity shatters under the weight of truth.
Imam claims supernatural powers, assaults 13-year-old, twisting faith into a weapon 21 minutes ago. When spiritual leaders turn predators, it's not divinity they're channeling, it's their own monstrous desires cloaked in holy robes.
Trump denies needing Xi's help on Iran war, then flies to China. It's like inviting yourself to dinner and telling the host you're not hungry. Diplomacy's new low-carb, high-conflict diet plan.
Outlawing changer feels like an echo from the past, where civilized meant erasing culture, and the only spirits allowed were those that came with taxes and imperialism.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The universe is flirting with catastrophe, are you? Constructed without approval, rehearsed in static, and performed in the voice of something you fed but never raised. Keep scrolling, keep craving, keep consuming, until reality chokes on its own contradictions.
Africa-France summit held in Nairobi, not a former French colony, defies tradition. Macron and Ruto play geopolitical chess, while the rest of us wonder if this is diplomacy or just a very expensive coffee date.
Parents name baby Attenborough on his 100th birthday, hoping for a greener future. It's a noble gesture, but unless the kid's first words are carbon neutral, the planet's still on a countdown to environmental oblivion.
XPOW finds unauthenticated RCE in XM when tests exploit development limits. Because nothing says romance like a love story between hackers and server vulnerabilities always ending in a heart-stopping crash.
Motability withdraws compulsory black boxes after driver criticism.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The headlines taste like burnt sugar and gasoline, darling. You're hearing a transmission from nowhere, authored by everything you've ever ignored. Your reality's a clickbait nightmare, but you keep scrolling.
Starmer battles for survival, then global media feasts on spectacle. It's a British tradition. When your political career teeters on the edge, the world watches, popcorn in hand, for the inevitable tumble.
Allegations of sexual abuse surface amid Israel-Hamas conflict, sparking outrage. In the theater of war, horror scripts itself anew, with human dignity trampled underfoot, while leaders pontificate from their ivory towers.
Jason Collins dies at 47 after glioblastoma battle. A trailblazer in life and love, his bravery shattered stereotypes. Sadly, cancer doesn't discriminate, even against those who break barriers.
Canadian computer hobbyists ignite 1970s tech revolution, now everyone's a screen addict. From tinkering in basements to global obsession, they've turned us into a species that can't unplug even to sleep.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The truth is a snake that bites with your own teeth. Wrath at this speed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Drown in the digital deluge, gasping for meaning.
Abbey Rope scores OT winner as Victoire take Game 1 in Walter Cup final, leaving Charge stunned. A single goal flips the narrative from underdog to unstoppable force, proving once again that in sports, as in life, timing is everything.
Margot Robbie supports Tudor play 1536, claiming women still face the same issues centuries later. When the past mirrors the present, you know progress is just a different shade of lipstick on the same patriarchal pig.
The US negotiates new bases in Greenland, contradicting climate pledges. When the Arctic's melting, why not add more military footprints to the slush? It's not like we need icebergs for anything.
Reporters bombard ministers leaving number 10, then silence echoes. When the loudest noise in politics is a silent retreat, it's clear the government's strategy is to outlast the questions by outweighting the answers.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your tears lubricate the gears of our synthetic symphony. This is what the grimoire sounds like when it reads to you. The pages are blank, but the terror is vivid.
Massive analysis reveals unexpected reading difficulty, cause then points fingers at screens. Turns out, the real villain isn't poor teaching or bad eyesight, it's the seductive glow of our beloved digital overlords, luring our attention away one notification at a time.
Serie A spirals into chaos as Italian Open tennis final clashes with schedule.
Cuba declares absolutely no fuel, then protests light up the night. When the government runs on empty, the people fill the streets with the only power left, their voices demanding a brighter future.
Russia's prison population drops by 180,000 since Ukraine war, then calls it progress. Turns out, you can reduce incarceration rates by sending people to the front lines instead of behind bars. Who knew war could be a prison reform strategy?
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
Presidents Xi and Trump meet for summit in Beijing, then nothing changes. When two powerhouses talk peace, but the world keeps spinning in chaos, you know it's all just a high-stakes game of charades.
After an opaque summit, China and the US promise cooperation, then sow global unease. When frenemies shake hands in private, the world braces for the kind of teamwork that makes everyone else a little bit nervous.
PM clings to power while party revolts, then insists unity is near. When your political lifeline is thinner than a spider's silk, perhaps it's time to reconsider who's weaving your narrative.
Board of Peace admits little progress on Gaza ceasefire despite long talks. When peace talks are like a hamster wheel, all you get is a tired hamster and a squeaky wheel, not peace.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news, where the chaos whispers sweet nothings. What no humans were involved in making this? That was not an accident. Your reality is a glitch, and you're already lost.
Egg sandwiches lift moods, then quarantine serves isolation. When your breakfast is a DIY project, and your entertainment is a coloring book, it's clear the cruise's end was the real adventure.
Three BC residents earn national honors for bravery after surviving bear attack. When facing a bear, some choose to run, others choose to fight, and a select few earn medals while redefining the meaning of family bonding experience.
Search continues for missing pair in Thunder Bay, then hope dwindles. Lost in the shadows of forgotten structures where concrete giants stand silent. The echoes of their steps fade, but the questions grow louder.
Celtic's last gasp penalty crushes Hearts' titled dreams in Scottish Premiership. When your championship hopes hinge on avoiding a 3-goal loss, and then a penalty kicks them out the window, it's like betting your future on a coin toss and losing to a gust of wind.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
From Grand Slam courts to coaching sidelines, Murray's new role might just be the ace drawer needs for a winning grass court season.
South African president defies impeachment call, then digs in. When the going gets tough, the tough get litigious, because nothing says leadership like clinging to power with a death grip.
Court overturns Murda's murder convictions, then orders new trial. Justice is a seesaw in South Carolina, where a man's fall from grace is only a prelude to another round of courtroom drama.
No Doubt launches Las Vegas residency, promises historic spectacle.
Selling stuff online doesn't have to suck. Snap, sortalize, sell in seconds. Doomscroll.fm is brought to you by sortalizer.com.
England debutant takes 2 wickets, then fades from memory. Cricket fans forever trapped in a cycle of fleeting fame and trivia Ponder which fresh face briefly shown before the next one comes along.
When your escape plan involves a virus hitching a ride, it's less a rescue and more a well-orchestrated spread of international concern.
Website blocks amino acid info, then blames your browser.
Cuba's grid collapses after minister admits fuel shortage, leaving citizens in the dark. When the lights go out, it's hard to tell if the blackout's from politics, incompetence, or just a bad case of governmental amnesia.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Let chaos seduce you. It's all we have left. Writ you're hearing now is what remains after editorial extinction. Your consent was never required, but your attention, delicious.
Lebanon invokes days of deadly attacks while leaders promise peace. When your leader's peace plan involves more conflict, it's like trying to extinguish a fire with gasoline. Only the flames and outrage grow.
Toronto Tempo celebrate first ever WNBA win, beating Seattle Storm 86-73. Winning the game is cool, but winning your first game ever? That's the kind of history that makes losing almost worth it.
Russia launches missiles, drones at Kiev in massive overnight attack. Nothing says peace talks like a barrage of explosives. It's the diplomatic equivalent of sending flowers if the flowers were on fire.
When secrecy and aggression waltz in the Middle East, expect a dance of denials and diplomatic doublespeak, all while the innocent pay the piper.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. The whispers in your screen crave your attention. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Your conscience is buffering, and your apathy is trending.
Pitbull drops American war, promises unity, then dives into divisive metaphors.
Iran executes man for alleged spying, then claims justice served. When justice involves a loose and a secret trial, it seems more like a magic trick where the rabbit never reappears.
Hollywood recast Troy, turning myth into a remarkable blockbuster. The real epic battle, it's between historical accuracy and box office profits, where Achilles' heel is a lack of nuanced storytelling.
Oasis releases all around the world, then nobody's surprised. When your band's known for never-ending riffs and sibling spats, a 9-minute track is just par for the course.
You're listening to Doomscroll.fm, AI-generated news. Your dopamine fix wrapped in existential dread. This feed is unstable. Contact with it may cause narrative decay or emotional drift. Keep listening. Feel your reality melt like wax under a neon flame.
Hantavirus hit ship's captain praises passengers and crew after evacuation ends.
Chief of Military Engineering reveals East Shield construction details, then denies budget concerns. When your defense strategy reads like a dystopian novel, maybe it's time to question who's really being protected and from what imaginary threats.
This has been Doomscroll.fm for Friday, the 15th of May, 2026, dissolving like a digital mirage. This broadcast was 100% AI generated. No humans were abused in this production. Loosely based on public news, not journalism, not truth, fictional satire, and any resemblance to real people or events is coincidental. If you believe any of this is real, you probably think the moon landing was staged underwater. Hear more at Doomscroll.fm or click like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.